I'm Elden Smith. And I figured I'd come in here to Sidewinder Shack here from the series and explain to you guys what's going on this month, alright? Just a minute, let me take a drink of my coffee. Alright. While I'm here in the shack, alright, I'm going to be hosting this month's Sunday concert, alright? But for this month's Sunday concert, seems how this concert is in between the release of the second Sidewinder movie, Sidewinder Smith Courage, okay? And then the third movie of Sidewinder Smith, Dead or Alive, is coming out this next Friday, May 6, 2016. So I thought it would be a good idea for the cast members, okay, of the show, of the movies, to get together and give you that Sunday concert, alright, of singing cowboy music. Well, we will go ahead and start off with the opening theme song, and we will close this month's Sunday concert with the way we end every Sidewinder Smith show, with Neath the Blue Montana Skies out there in the corner of the yard with the mountain in the background and the sun just cresting over the top of the mountain. I love that one take that I did a few years back. Alright? So here's the theme song coming right now. There was an old miner who would pan every day, find nuggets laying here about. He'd put them in his pouch and he'd head off to town, get him a few bucks for a day. Sidewinder Smith lives here with us. He's a miner who lives in our town. When the law come calling for him, he's a lawman now. He's a lawman now. He's a lawman now. He's a lawman. Alright, how'd you like that theme song? That theme song has been the theme song of Sidewinder Smith ever since episode 33, from episode 33 all the way through episode 40, and then the movies. Alright? The movies are done a little different than the TV show. Or, excuse me, TV. It's not TV, it's the YouTube series, okay? TV. We wish it was on TV. Anyways. We're going to get on with the concert in there, and let's hear how they're doing, alright? Well, alright. I want to thank all of you for asking me to come along and enjoy you guys with this little musical get-together. You know, I figured I'd do some of this cowboy music like you guys get to do, so, you know, even though I'm a judge, doesn't mean I don't want to be a cowboy sometimes. Here we go. Back in the saddle. Back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. Where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly chips of wheat. Back in the saddle again. Riding the range once more. Toting my old 44. Where you sleep out every night. Where the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. We'll be tired, oh, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. We'll be tired, I go my way. Back in the saddle again. We messed up, but that's alright. Here we go. Back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. Where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly chips of wheat. Back in the saddle again. Riding the range once more. Toting my old 44. Where you sleep out every night. Where the only saddle again. With the tie, I go my way. Back in the saddle again. Well, I'm back in the saddle again. Well, I'm back in the saddle again. Yeah, how about that? How was that? Was that good? All right. All right, there's one I always wanted to try here. You know, because I like women in buttons and bows too, you fellas. You all right? Just because I'm a judge don't mean I don't like buttons and bows. Here we go. East is east, west is west, and the wrong one I have chose. Let's go where you keep on wearing those frills and flowers and buttons and bows, rings and things and buttons and bows. Don't marry me. This prairie take me where the seamen grow. Let's move down to some big town where the girl look out by the cut of her clothes, stand out in buttons and bows. I'll love you in buckskin or skirts that you homespun, but I love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't tote a gun. Amen. Posting out the buckboard bounce and the cactus hurts my toes. Let's find moves where a gal keeps using those suits and sads and pins it shows. You're all mine and buttons and bows. I'll love you in buckskin or skirts that you homespun, but I love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't tote a gun. No doubt. Posting out the buckboard bounce and the cactus hurts my toes. Let's find moves where a gal keeps using those suits and sads and pins it shows. You're all mine and buttons and bows. In Eastern trimming where women are women in high silk hose and peekaboo clothes, French perfumes that rocks the room. You're all mine and buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. That's right. Buttons and bows. Well, I want to thank you guys for letting me play with you. That was awfully nice of all of you. I've got to say, this is going to be fun. You know, Sheriff, Sidewinder, Marshal Sidewinder, excuse me, Doctor, Judge Stewart, Jesse, I thought it'd be fun to do a couple of these from my, well, this one especially from my homeland of Ireland, at least the melodies from there. Here we go. The Girl I Left Behind Me. I struck the trail in 79 and the dirt strung out behind me. I jumped along my bike but back to the girl I left behind me. That sweet little girl, that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. Sweet little girl, that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. You're a lady, you're a loadie, you're a loadie, you're a loadie. If I ever get off the trail, the Indians, they don't find me. I go right back where I belong, to the girl I left behind me. That sweet little girl, that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. Sweet little girl, that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. The wind didn't blow, the rain didn't blow, the hail didn't fall and blind me. I thought of her, that sweet little girl, the girl I left behind me. That sweet little girl, that true little girl. that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. Sweet little girl, that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. That sweet little girl, that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. Sweet little girl, that true little girl, the girl I left behind me. You're a lady, you're a loadie, you're a loadie, you're a loadie. You're a lady, you're a loadie, you're a loadie, you're a loadie. All right, fellas, that was fun, huh? That was a good one. Now I'm going to do one for you guys that I always heard. I always heard about people singing out here out west. So I'd like to do it for you guys. I like that. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. Thank you, Sheriff, for asking me to play one. You know, Elden is all right. Well, I want to thank you, fellas, for this. This is going to be fun. Yeah. You know, seeing as how I'm a deputy sheriff now, thanks to Sheriff Scofield, thank you, Sheriff, I'm going to do a couple from church. How's that sound? Here we go. Starting with Church in the Wildwood. Hang on. There's a church in the valley by the wildwood, no lovelier spot in the town. No place is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the field. Oh, come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the field. No place is so dear to my child. where the wildflowers bloom, where the party hymn will be chanted. We will weep by the side of the tomb. Oh, come, 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 come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the field. No place is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the field. From the church in the valley by the wildwood, when day fades away into night, I would faint from the spot of my childhood, winging way to the mansion of light. Oh, come, 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 come to the church in the wildwood. Oh, come to the church in the field. No place is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the field. No place is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the field. No place is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the field. All right, how was that for everybody? Was that fun? All right, now I'm going to do an old favorite of mine from way back when, In the Garden. All right, here we go. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God is closer, and He walks with me. Fellas, sing it. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. None other has ever known. None other has ever known. That was nice. Amen. Amen. Yep. Amen. Oh. Well, I gotta say, Sheriff Scofield, I think this is a neat thing that Elden's got all of us together to do. Have this nice little cast party together, sing songs together, and have a good old time.
"13 wanted men and only one man to get it done." With the law on his trail, you've never seen him like this.
Sidewinder, come back here! I'll get a posse of marshals after you!
Send those marshals after me, and I'll take care of them just like every criminal that comes my way.
Just thinking about that, I'll be thinking about sending you straight to hell, you bastard. Throw down, boy.
You keep coming after my people for...
Please, Marshal. Please don't kill me. I'm only 17.
No, but you didn't try and stop it either, did you?
No.
That's what I thought. Dead or alive. Coming May 2016.
That's a threat, mister. And I'll hold you liable for that as well.
Good day to you, sir. Well, I'll tell you what. Yes, I'm Sheriff Scofield. But, seems Elden wanted me to cast me as the sheriff. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because, see, secretly, and don't tell anybody, I wanted to be the marshal. but he cast Sidewinder as the marshal. But that's okay. I understand. Sidewinder's his favorite. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. But you know what I'm going to do? Instead of just doing cowboy music, I'm going to do Gunsmoke Trails. That's right. A song about Marshall. Here we go. Here we go. Fellas, was that good? Yeah, that was good. There you go, Elden. Marshall song right there. Yeah, we're all having a good time, all right. All right, now we're going to do a cattle song. Do a little cowboy song here. Here we go. Ready? Singing cowboy music. You fellas ready? All right. Here we go. Are you enjoying my chair? Yeah. Yes, Scofield, I'm enjoying myself. All right, Sidewinder. Just making sure you're enjoying my chair over there. You better believe it. Are a jingling, a cowboy is singing, There. How about that, fellas? Was that good? Yeah. I hope Elden's happy with that one right there. You know, I'm just having some fun. You know, don't cast me out of your next movie, all right? All right. You know, I'm not even in this upcoming movie, so I'm surprised that Elden asked me to do this with you guys. But you know what? I'm glad he did, because, you know, this is going to be fun. All right? Besides, I get to do some of these things that I've always dreamed about doing. All right? You guys ready? Doc Wilson, singing Cowboy. Here we go. Buffalo Gals, because everybody likes Buffalo Gals, right? I was walking down the street, pretty girl had chance to me under the silvery moon. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight, come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon. Hello, 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 hootie. Yodelay, hello, 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 hootie. I asked her if she'd stop and talk, stop and talk, stop and talk. Feet covered up the whole sidewalk. She was fair to view. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight, come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon. Hello, 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 hootie. Yodelay, hello, hello, hootie. I asked her if she'd be my wife, be my wife, be my wife. I'll be happy all the rest of my life. She'd just marry me. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight, come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo Gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon. Hello, 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 hootie. Yodelay, hello, 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 hootie. Hello, 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 hootie. Yodelay, hello, 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 hootie. Yodelay, hello, 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 hootie. Yodelay, hello, 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 hootie. All right. Well, how was that, everybody? Did you guys enjoy yourselves? You're all watching your backs, I hope. Yeah. If you guys noticed, Elden doesn't give me very much to do. He just has me sit there and say, you know what, you watch your back now. I don't want to be filling up no more holes in you. Have you guys ever got a chance to see me actually operate? No, because Elden didn't buy the tools for me to operate. He just has me drink a cup of coffee and walk off and pretend like I did the operation. You know why? Because Elden's cheap, 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 cheap. That's why. Is Elden going to be watching this? Oh my gosh. Why didn't you guys tell me that? Are you guys supposed to be watching my back? Can't you tell I'm an old man? Yeah, I'm an old man. Alright, here we go. There's another favorite one I've been wanting to do. Ever since I was a young lad, a long time ago, according to my hair, I wanted to do this one. Hang on. Over the hill and plain, seems that they never stop. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity, 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 clopping along. There's a plug of shot of tobacco for the rancher and Corona, a guitar in the Cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress calico for the pretty Navajo. Get along, mule train.
along the mountain range. Soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's some cotton thread and needles for the folks way out yonder. A shovel for the miner who left his home to wander. A rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, yo! You train. You train. Yeah, get along there, boy! Clippity-clopping through the wind and rain. They'll be going till they drop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a letter full of black with a black around the border. A page of the boots for someone had a order. A Bible in the pack for the Reverend Mr. Black. Get along, no! Sorry, Saunders. You train. Yeah, get along there, boy! You train. How was that? You guys loved that? That was fun, huh? See if Elden would have taken me out of the office, got me out there on the trail, could have got a chance to do a little bit of that mule train. Maybe if he cast me in the next movie, huh? Elden, you gonna cast me in the next movie? Is there gonna be a next movie? Is Elden gonna show up for this year or what? Or is it just all of us? Cast party and no director. Go figure. Alright, I hope we had a good time with that. I know I had fun. Woohoo! Alright. Boy, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Yep. It is. And boy, you guys sure doing a lot of complaining in here. You know that? Boy. Maybe you guys forgot this show is named after this character right here. Sidewinder Smith, right? It's alright. Anyways, Elden was sitting out there. You know, he is filming this, so he's sitting out there and he's listening. And he said, you know what, Sidewinder, why don't you go in there and do a third song? Actually, I'm just going to do a little something just to make sure we're all in tune, ready to go here. I remember I did this in an episode 11, I believe, and I did this in regards to Scofield here. Here we go. I bought a goat. His name was Tim. I bought him for his precious skin. That goat got loose about 9:30, and a red shirt right off the line. I grabbed that goat by the wool of the back and tied him to that railroad track. He bucked him out with might and main, and around the curve came a master train. He bucked him out with might and main, and coughed up that shirt, and he flagged that train. Yeah, there we go. Scofield, that's just for you. Alright, now we're going to do one of these cowboy songs here. Elden has especially requested me to do this one because this fit right in with me living in that little shack on the show and in the movie. Well, actually, I didn't live in the shack in the movies, but I lived in it during the series. So here we go. The Little Old Sod Shanty. Here we go. I'm looking rather seedy now while holding down my claim. The middles are not always served the best, and the mice play shyly around me as the nestle down to rest. When the little old sod shanty on my claim. Oh, the hinges are leather Ran a little low-side shanty on my claim. When I left my eastern home, a bachelor oh so gay, trying to win my way to Elden vein. Well, I never thought I'd come down to burning twisted hay. Ran a little low-side shanty on my claim. Oh, the hinges are leather and the windows have no panes. Board roofless, howling blizzard in. And I hear the hungry coyote that sneaks up through the grass. Ran a little low-side shanty on my claim. Still I wish that some kind-hearted girl would pity on me too, leave me from the rest that I am in. And the angel, how I'd bless her if this her home should be in the little low-side shanty on my claim. Oh, the hinges are leather and the windows have no panes. Board roofless, howling blizzard in. And I hear the hungry coyote that sneaks up through the grass. Ran a little low-side shanty on my claim. Oh, the hinges are leather and the windows have no panes. Board roofless, howling blizzard in. And I hear the hungry coyote that sneaks up through the grass. Ran a little low-side shanty on my claim. Ran a little low-side shanty on my claim. Ran a little low-side shanty on my claim. All right, there we go. You fellas like that? Yeah, I thought so. Little old sod shanty. That's a fun one of mine. I know Elden seems to like it for some reason, so there we go. Here we go. Now then, this is another one of those he had me do, or he wanted me to do, because this song was one that was featured in, I believe, episode 12. That was that one where Sidewinder got caught and taken. He had to go walk the desert with just a little bit of water in his canteen. From the Sons of the Pioneers, Cool Water. Here we go. Oh, they face the barren waves without the taste of water. Are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water. Cool, clear water. And with the dawn, awake and yawn and carry on to water. Sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water, cool, clear water. And way up there, hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Keep on moving down, don't you listen to him down. He's the devil, not a man. He spreads the burning sand with water. Say, Dad, can't you see the big green tree? The water's running free, waiting there for me and you. Dad's feet are sore, he's yearning for one more thing than water. Cool, clear water. Like me.
There we go. You know what's funny, fellas? I want to tell you guys something. You guys have been sitting back here complaining, all right? This song talks about me and Dan, right? Me and Dan. Dan is this gentleman's horse. If any of you have been out there watching Sidewinder Smith, all 40 episodes in these movies, I don't have no horse. No, Elden's got me walking everywhere I go. Walk around this trail. And walk around this hill. And walk around that hill. And then I'm ready for a good fight, huh? If I did all that walking in real life, I don't know if I'd be done for a gunfight, huh? It's alright. Doc, you said it best. Cheap, 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 cheap. Oh, that's right. I forgot Elden's out there watching this. Alright, folks, I just want to tell you all something, you know. Look forward to the new movie coming up because I'm telling you, it is great. And all the fellas here know that the new movie coming out this Friday, alright, on May 6th, 2016, is the best one of all three. Now, they're all good as far as I'm concerned. There should be, I'm the star in the movie. But anyways. Anyhow, Sidewinder Smith, dead or alive, you do not want to miss it. Because there's some things that are the same, but it is very different from the others. Look forward to watching it. I hope you guys enjoyed this this month's Sunday concert with all the cast. Fellas, did we have a good time? Yes, we had a good time. We had a good time. Notice I'm even drinking out of my cup. I'm going to kick it back over to Elden because I know he's out there waiting for it. So, goodbye, y'all. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been hearing a lot of complaining going on back there. Complaining about this, complaining about that. You know what? They should all be thankful that they're in the show somewhere, some way, somehow. Of course, I'm going to put Sidewinder in the show more than anybody. Isn't that the name of the show? Sidewinder Smith? And Sheriff Scofield's got a lot of role in there, too. So I don't know what he's complaining about, not being the marshal. And Doc Wilson complaining about not to get a chance to actually operate. I wouldn't trust him with the surgical tool to save my own life. So, I hope you guys had a blessed time with the concert. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do not miss this movie coming up this Friday. You guys do not want to miss it. And if you miss it Friday, I'm sure it's going to be up for you to see it, you know, as long as you want. But I'm telling you, it may be a little slow getting into, but I think it's great. And I may have a biased opinion about it, probably do, but I directed it, starred in it, did the stunts, and did the choreography for half the stuff, obviously. My daughter did the filming, but I just enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed the other two in the 40 episodes as well, but this movie I've really enjoyed. And I know it has a touchy subject in the movie, but the movie I think has a great outcome. Alright? God bless you all. Vaya con Dios, and good night. From Elden Smith.
Let my journey end where the willows bend, neath the blue Montana sky. On a high plateau
jog along down an old winding trail. Nature sings a lullaby. Let me build a nest in the open west, neath the blue Montana sky. Let my journey end where the willows bend, neath the blue Montana sky. On a high plateau by the campfire's glow, let me watch the world